Hey everyone! It is Saturday, September 7th, and I am about to head out the door to Sephoria. I'm in LA, I'm sitting in my Airbnb. I just got ready pretty much in the dark because this place has the world's darkest bathroom, so praying I'm blended and that I won't look like a freaking idiot today. Got my wristband, means it's super official. I'll show you my outfit. So I'm wearing this dress that I got from Boohoo, and it's like cinched here, and then you get the idea, right? I'm just wearing these little nude pumps. Just trying to give you a better idea of my dress, but oh, I know. Woo. Okay, so if I stand up, so it's like cinched here in the waist, and then it comes down around the hips. It's like a little high-low action. The only thing, sorry, I'm putting my shoes back on. The only thing I'm worried about is like, it kind of looks like a dress you'd wear to a wedding, but it's what I brought. And then I have a dress to switch into for the evening portion. So I'm gonna stop talking like this. I'm gonna head out the door and I'll see you soon to hopefully vlog my experience. am back in my Airbnb. The first half of Sephoria is over, and I don't know how I'm gonna edit this vlog yet, if I'm gonna cut in my thoughts as I go with it, or if you're just gonna see me talk about it later. I don't know, but I definitely have a lot of thoughts either way, so if I interjected some, cool, you've already heard, and if not, buckle up, because I got a lot of shit to say. Anyway, I have changed my hair up a bit. Not much, but I wanted to go from like a daytime look to more of a nighttime look. I think the whole night event's gonna have a whole different vibe. Let me show you my dress. All right, the lighting isn't the best, but you'll get the idea. Maybe. Damn it, I'm too short again. Where can I stand? Where the first dress was like a wedding guest realness, this one's like, oh, hi, look at me. I'm a hourglass shaped goddess, but not really. But you don't have to know that. Anyway, I've got some fine jewels on, obviously, not from the Charlotte Russe closeout going out of business sale for $2. Not that. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna get to it. All right, I am back from Los Angeles. I'm back home. Obviously, I'm super jet lagged. That 3-hour time difference really messed with me, but let's get into my thoughts and my experience on Sephoria, House of Beauty, 2019. Obviously, you just watched my vlog. I vlogged a lot more the first session than the second session, and that's because the second session, I really was just enjoying myself more. That sounds wrong. It sounds bad. I was just trying to take in everything more than just being behind the camera. You know what I mean? Like, that was, and it had a whole different vibe. It was more like play party than it was the first half. Maybe that's just my experience. I don't know. But let me get into some differences between session 1 and session 2 for you guys. Pros and cons, I guess. So session 1, I paid $350 for the VIP ticket. And with the VIP ticket, you got an hour early entrance, you got access to the VIP lounge, you got like a $20 Sephora gift card, your swag bag was worth over $950. So yeah, I think that was about all of the benefits. I think you got to pick master classes first, I don't really know. Anyway, went with the VIP ticket for the early morning. That extra hour that you got in early was just, it was much needed. I heard the lines were pretty crazy last year, so I was like expecting the worst. That first hour, I got to see and do so much, and I was like, what are they talking about with the lines? Like, this isn't even bad. I hardly had to wait for anything. Well, that's because then once everyone came in at 10 o'clock, I was like, oh. I mean, I sat in the Drunk Elephant line for 30 minutes. At least. Like, that was just waiting. So yeah, the lines ended up getting really crazy. I missed my first master class of the day because I was waiting in a line and I didn't want to get out of it because I wanted to like do that. So whatever, not the biggest deal in the world. I wasn't that upset about missing it, so it was fine. But the samples that I was getting were awesome. Like at the Natasha Denona booth, I got 2 single eyeshadows, which is great because her shadows are beautiful. Like the Pharmacy Beauty, I got their new cherry, I think it's a cherry vitamin C serum. I don't know, the samples were just awesome. La Mer, I got like a little cream, I think it's just the moisturizer. So that part was neat. Like, just the La Mer line ended up getting insane during both sessions. I only went in that line the one time and I had like 4 people in front of me. I mean, it was just great. The photo ops, I didn't even get to all of them because there were just so many. And again, rude. between the 2 sessions, like, I still didn't get to all of them because holy shit, there was just so much to do and so much to see. I didn't vlog upstairs at all, I don't think. Upstairs, they had their dry hairstyling. Amika, Dry Bar, I don't even know who else. They were offering, like, vanity services, and they were free of charge. Like, you just had to book them, but I knew I wasn't going to have time to sit there and get my hair messed with or, like, makeup done. Benefit was doing brow services. I think Dr. Dennis Gross was doing something with skin. I don't know, skincare. They had the foundation closet upstairs where you could, like, go and try different foundations, but I wore makeup, so that didn't really suit me. The lip bar was also upstairs where I know they had, like, the Sephora brand lipsticks. You could buy one and then you could put your own, like, picture on the tube, which was cute, but I think that was only $8. I didn't do that. Pat McGrath Labs was up there in the lip bar, and you could choose 3 minis for $25, which was a pretty good deal, but I really don't need any more lip products. Who else was up there? Laneige was up there selling their lip sleeping masks, and you could, like, customize the lids, different stuff. And I just didn't even vlog any of that because I was running around at that point like a freaking chicken with my head cut off. Yeah, but let's see. The coolest part to me was probably the Glam game room. It was it 4 different booths? How many were playing games? 4 booths were playing games back there. So Milk Cosmetics, which I had in my vlog, it was like Plinko, is that what it's called? Where you drop a ball down the wall and it was like glowing green. And no matter what, you walked away with a full-size lip product. So session 1, I think it landed on like a lip gloss. I still haven't looked at it very closely on my swag. In session 2, I got a lipstick, like a bullet lipstick. Nude Sticks had a claw machine. That was super cool. I won like a free lippy during my second session with that. Kaja had a claw machine with like some bento box makeup in there. Or what everyone was really getting, because those things like were few and far between, you'd get like these colored sunglasses or hair clips, like something goofy like that. And then Summer Fridays was also playing a game where it was like you spun the wheel to see if you won anything. And I think first session I won a canvas tote, and second session I won like a mask sample. Yeah, Summer Fridays was the worst booth though. Like when I went in there, the girls were all just taking like pictures of each other, the workers. That was like a bummer experience. And I was standing there, and then some other girls came in and were like, are we allowed to play? Like, what's going on? And I asked one of the girls, hey, is this booth open? And she ignored me. And then one of the other girls was finally like, hey, are you guys open? And they're like, no, we're closed right now. Come back at 1. And I was like, okay, thanks. Even though we were standing there, like, and it was just awkward for me and those other girls standing in there. And it was noon when that happened, and then they were open back up 10 minutes later. So it was just like, okay, thanks. And the lines were crazy long, so then we had to get back in line. Whatever. They didn't ruin my experience, but that was by far the worst booth there. Some of the fun booth, Charlotte Tilbury, which I have pictures on the bed with like their little pink phone. The photographer there, he wasn't even like a photographer, poor guy. I mean, he just works for them, I guess, but he was pretty much like the phone guy. Everyone was handing him the phone for the pictures, and he was like so fun and so funny. Like, I had that lipstick, and he's like, okay, keep it PG, keep it PG-13. Because it was like, what do you do with it other than, I mean, it's a giant lipstick. It's either going to go by your mouth or your crotch, so it's just not going to look right no matter what. He was funny. The Sol de Janeiro guys were freaking awesome. There were 2 different guys, half naked, of course, and it's like, they were really fun. They were a good time. They were interacting with everyone. It was awesome. And they had this beautiful woman. I wish I would have gotten her on camera or in a picture. She was this full-bodied, body-positive, confident, sexy woman who was working there. And she was like, she was just amazing. She was like everything I wanted to be. I was like, oh my God, yes, girl, yes. And she just oozed sexiness and confidence. Man, if I can find a picture of her from the event, I will put it up because she was the shit. The Drunk Elephant booth was really fun, and they gave like pretty good samples. They give 2 samples each. I mean, the samples, that was awesome. That was like a big part of going, is you're getting so many samples from all of these brands. And I still haven't opened so many of them to see what I actually even got, just because I haven't had time yet. The Huda Beauty guy, he was covered in gold, bless his heart. That was so unfortunate, God. The dancing models at the Patrick Ta booth. Patrick Ta must be so down to earth. I mean, I got to meet him, of course, if I played the pictures yet. If not, I will be playing some pictures over my talking. Patrick Ta was in his booth so much of the time, which like Natasha Denona was there. She came to her booth like once to do a quick meet and greet. Patrick Ta, like he was just there chilling. He was dancing with like his models, I guess you call him, even though Patrick Ta is so beautiful, he could be a model. It's just this tall, built, beautiful Asian man. His face was flawless. Anyway, I was so excited to meet him, and his line wasn't even that long. I think because a lot of people don't realize who he was. I know these two little girls in front of me. Quick story real quick. These two girls, they were young. I don't know how old, but like one had braces, and they did not have the drinking wristband on their wrist, so I can only assume they were under 21. But they were standing in front of me, and I saw this cute girl. She was taking a picture, and she was in like these athletic shorts, and I mean, I was just like, God, I wish I could wear those things. And the two girls were like, yeah, us too. And I was like, yeah, I've had 2 kids, not gonna happen. And they're like, you have kids? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, you don't look old enough to have kids. And I was like, well, I'm 29. And they're like, oh my God, you don't look that old. And then I was like, oh man, 29's old. That really fucking sucks. Like, shit, I'm old, and I didn't realize, like, I'm an old lady. Cool. Anyway, but I was like, look, Patrick Ta's at his booth. And they're like, who? And I was like, Patrick Ta. And they're like, I don't know who that is. Does he have a brand? And I was like, he does. It's a newer brand, so that's probably why you haven't heard of it. But I said, he's a big celebrity makeup artist. And they're like, oh. And I was like, he just did Camila Cabello's makeup for the VMAs. And they're like, oh. And I was like, yeah, he's a big deal. He's a really great makeup artist. Anyway, I met him. He was so sweet. He was like taking pictures with everyone. He was applying his highlighters to people if they wanted. He was taking selfies. Like, he was just having a good time. Like, you could tell. He complimented my eyeshadow. I was like, thank you, sir. He was really sweet. Who else did I meet? I met Christian Dominique. She was just freaking gorgeous, like so beautiful, so sweet, so kind. And I was just telling her about how much I love her makeup, and she was thanking me for the support, but she was having a good time talking to everyone. It's like you can tell when people are genuinely happy. Someone I did not meet was Angel Marino, Mac Daddy. He's the owner of Artist Couture. And I was in the Drunk Elephant line while he was doing his meet and greet, and I really didn't want to get out of the line. He was having the best time. He was cutting up, and his fans, like his actual fans, live for him. Oh my God. Like fangirling, freaking out, and he was just so grateful and so appreciative. You could see it like all over his face. It was really beautiful to watch. So that was nice. So I got to just stand in my Drunk Elephant line and like watch his meet and greet, and yeah, he was living his best, and like so were all of his fans and the people who were there for him. It was awesome. I did not meet Nikki Tutorials. That was the only masterclass I went to, and it was pretty cool actually. We all got a free full-sized of the Marc Jacobs Beauty lip gloss. It's a really beautiful shade. I would show you, but you'll see it in another video because I've got so much swag I can't go through it all. But her masterclass was really cool. She did like half of a model's face, and the model was already perfect, obviously, but it was fun. She just did like a Q&A while she did the makeup, and yeah, I didn't get to meet her because she's Nikki Tutorials. She met some of the people there, but I know she didn't meet everyone. Yeah, that was a neat masterclass though. My only masterclass, so I really can't speak to any of the others. And in her masterclass was Luscious Massacre. If you know him here on YouTube, he's a drag queen and he's hilarious, and he has his own channel, and he was there. So I walked up to him and I got a picture with him. I was like, hey Luscious, can I meet you? And he was so nice, and it was so nice for him to like take time out, because it's like once I came up to him, other people were too, and it's like he could have gone and enjoyed the event, but instead he stayed to like take pictures with his fans, which was really cool because he wasn't, you know, it's like he pays for his own ticket too. I know he's on the Sephora squad, so I think he got to go free to one of the sessions Sunday, but it's like he obviously had to pay money to be there, and that was really cool of him. Anyway, let's move on to second session. The thing I noticed most about second session, so the brands were getting stingier with their samples. The Natasha Denona booth, they only gave one single eyeshadow away, and that wasn't, it's not because like they knew me or anything. They had different workers in general. But even then, I paid $80 for a general admission ticket to second session, so I didn't get in the hour early since I'd already done that the first morning. Second session for me was pretty much just so I could see what I'd miss, because one session was not enough to see everything. It just, no freaking way. There was just too much to do and see, especially when the lines would get long. So they gave out like one sample, the Pharmacy Beauty, like they were all out of their serum samples, so they were just giving cleansing balm samples out. La Mer, I think, eventually just started giving like reusable totes away instead of samples of product. Drunk Elephant stayed good. They maintained giving their 2 samples away. They'd ask you which one you wanted. Now the game room was a little more chill. When I went to the Kaja claw machine to play, I didn't win anything, and he's like, come back and see me. You can see me again. Come back. We'll be here all night. So it's like they weren't being as strict as saying like only, you know, come one time. You can come as many times as you want kind of a thing. So that was cool. Yeah, it just had more of like a party vibe, I guess. More of a fun, relaxed vibe. And then again, that could be me because I saw so much. I wasn't really putting pressure on anything. I don't know. It just, I liked it more, but the samples were more skeet. That's for sure. So if you're going to go, I'd say go to a first session so you're guaranteed to like get the most bang for your buck. But yeah, I honestly preferred session 2 over session 1, even though I was VIP for session 1. I don't know. Anyway, do I think it was worth it? Hell yeah, I would do it again. I would love to go next year. Totally worth the money, especially the swag I got. Like, this thing is heavy and it is full. I'm not gonna go into that in this video. I'll do it Wednesday's video. So come back and see me Wednesday. I'll go through everything I got because, like, I can't. I can't, or this video will be like an hour long. I'll separate it. But yeah, that's about it. That was my experience with Sephoria 2019. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I would be more than happy to answer, at least to the best of my abilities. But that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so, so much, and I'll see you later.